Hello and welcome to today's MindSoulful Monday. Hi, everyone. I think if you're not already feeling it, we're feeling a little fall. So, hi, you guys. My name is Brooke-Sidney. I'm your MindSoulful mentor, your self-love advocate, and your inner voice and soul story coach. And basically, what I help you do is bring mindfulness home. I help you see how mindfulness can really help move your life in all of the directions that it wants to go, and mindfulness is basically where mindfulness meets your heart and soul. Because we don't just want to leave all those great mindful teachings up here, we want to live them through our heart and through our spirit. But today we are continuing our conversation about minding our energy. And what we're going to focus on today is really the people in our circle. So the peeps that we have around us. Because as we've been talking about, everyone has energy, everyone has a vibration, and you yourself have a vibration, and it often shifts. We are not static beings. So, today we really want to talk about the ways in which we can honor ourselves, honor our energy, and then also make sure that we have people in our environments, people in our spaces that are in alignment, that are vibing the way that we're vibing, that are contributing to a healthy vibration, a healthy atmosphere, a healthy environment for us, mind wise, body wise, and spirit wise. So, what I'd like you to do this week specifically is I'd love for you to start paying attention. We talked about in earlier classes or earlier conversations about why we should be paying close attention to our own energy, right? Paying close attention to the energy that we're both feeling, right? How we're feeling, what's going on with our thoughts, what's going on in our body. But we also want to pay attention to um, just what's coming in as well, like what's hitting us when we are energetically triggered by something, when we walk into a room and all of a sudden we feel like a shift, or we notice that we were feeling amazing and now all of a sudden we might feel heavy or sad or even slow and lethargic. I think that's a really common one where you're like, oh, I'm in this really good energy, boom, boom, boom. You're around people that really fire you up. You feel amazing. You feel great. And then you go into another room or you go into around some other groups of people, and all of a sudden you feel like everything is slowed down. Like you've almost like got stuck in glue. Like everything is just moving super, super slow. So today and this week, I'd love for you to continue watching your own energy, but start to see and notice energetically in your body how you're feeling when you go into different environments, when you go around different people, whether you're at work, whether you're at home, whether you're in the grocery store, right? The challenge is to be mindful of your energy by really tuning into yourself and being fully present wherever you are. And then kind of the second big step to this is after you've started paying attention and you've started really checking in with yourself in different environments, you want to start recording, start writing down or jotting notes or just making little memos to yourself. Wow, when I go into work, I feel X, Y, and Z. When I go into this room, when I come home, because it could be simple things that you could shift, like you could bring flowers into the room to brighten up the energy or shift the vibration or whatever. But it could also be the people in that environment. And that's my next thing, is that if you start to notice a pattern over this next week of certain people and certain environments, but we're really looking at people, certain people in those environments that all of a sudden don't feel good, or you're noticing that there's a shift both in your energy or in the things that you're now thinking, right? Because negative thinking is contagious. Let's be clear. Negative thinking is contagious. If you get around a lot of people that are, dwelling or focusing or concentrating on things that deal with a lack mentality, a scarcity mentality, or fear, like fearful thoughts are contagious. So I would love for you to be monitoring if you're hearing anyone talk about fearful thoughts, as well as how you are registering them, as well as, how it is affecting you. So make sure that you're following that. But I also equally want you to be paying close attention to the people that are amazing in your environment, the people that lift you up, the people that speak life into you, the people that you walk into a room and automatically you get a jolt. You start feeling great. You feel love. You feel energy. You feel warmth. You even feel maybe even peace. Because we're not just looking for the people that are, with the weird vibes or with the negative vibes or whatever, however we want to classify them. We're also looking for the good vibes, because good vibes are also contagious. We also want to make sure we're spending time with people and in environments that feel good, that are in alignment, that are pushing us forward, that help us to see ourselves in a better light, a greater light, a bigger light, right? So this week, if you haven't gone back and watched the other two talks and conversations about minding your energy, go back and do that. Please go back and do that, because that really sets the foundation for this week. But this week, we're really going to continue to check in with ourselves and our energy, as well as begin to start examining who is in our environment and how we are feeling when they're in our environments, whether we are ultimately walking away with a positive charge or a negative charge, because in essence, nothing is really truly neutral. So make sure you're paying attention to it. And then we want to make sure that we're getting more of the good, right? And diminishing the bad. Or, and we can talk about that. I'm not going to spend too much time today on what to do once you discover that, because that will be next week. So make sure you're tuning in next week on how to surrender and release things that don't work for you. And that includes people. But this week, really, the goal is to pay attention, as always, to our own energy and to our own environments, and then to also be mindful and bring your presence and mindful awareness and noticing to the people that are in your environment, the people that are in touch with you on a daily basis. That's so crucial, because those people are affecting you at a greater level than the people that are just random or the people that are in a grocery store per se. So that's your work. That's the mindful work for this week. And if you want to work on these things deeper, if you're looking for a community of people that care about mindful living, that care about living in a mind soulful way, where they're using mindfulness to really live out their heart as well as their soul work, then join my Mind Soulful membership circle. I'd love to have you in there. And then if you're looking really to work one-on-one, go a bit deeper, you have a couple of areas that you want to shift and that you're ready to step into your transformation, then work with me one-on-one, apply to do that. And there's links below. I'd love to chat with you and see if we're a good fit. Again, today, this has been your Mind Soulful Monday, and we've talked all about minding your energy, which means minding your peeps. And I'd love for you to like, love, share, and tag the hell out of this post. And I will see you tomorrow with a Mind Soulful Minute. Have an amazing week.